My name is Mila Martinez, and I did my research paper based off of how recycling is not an effective method to sustainability. I named my paper "Just Say No Thank You, Starting the Conversation for Conservation." So my introduction, I began to talk about the drastic changes in environmental factors that many companies are trying to catch up with the times, create more sustainable sourcing for their products, and fads like recycling are becoming more prominent in the average household. So they obviously want to include the ones who are looking out for the environment, but at the same time, not really doing anything much about it, since simply these strategies contribute to more of wealth to the cities and companies rather than having any effect on saving our planet. And during my research, I had found that since the beginning of mass production in plastic since 1950, over 8.3 billion metric tons of plastic have been produced worldwide. The year 2020 would make it over 70 years of mass production of plastic waste. And when discussing the various ways to reduce plastic, methods can range from moderate to extreme life changes. The average person creates about 4.40 pounds of plastic trash per day, weighing at almost 300 million tons of plastic per year. When talking about is recycling a safe disposal of your waste and plastic, it definitely is not, due to excessive wrapping and packaging that is on the plastic. It deems as being unrecyclable. So CEO of recycling company called TerraCycle, Tom Scasey, had explained, typically 50% of what you put in your recycling bin is never recycled. It's sorted out and thrown, which identifies what every consumer has been doing wrong. National Geographic found that 79% of unwanted plastic is either accumulating in landfills or somewhere in Earth's natural environment. And it takes 450 to 1,000 years for this plastic to decompose. Therefore, that toothbrush you threw away maybe a year ago is probably still on this planet somewhere and not turned into a recyclable item that you could purchase. So when talking about being able to reduce, reuse, and recycle, we're talking about the 3 R's, and it's reducing what waste you produce, reusing items you've obtained, such as bags, bottles, and other materials, and recycling what you can, such as those 3 icons that are describing what code they use to distinguish what type of plastic it is. Continuing on to what we need to do. In order to fix this issue, we need to ensure there are stricter laws that need to be passed against plastic, banning the production of single-use plastic products, which will create a massive decrease in plastic litter, ultimately preventing what we are facing right now, which is a mass climate change due to pollution through carbon emissions and plastic. The LCA life cycle assessment aims to focus on the environmental impacts of sourcing and production of products or services. And I see that brands like Nike, Tom's, and IKEA are doing such movements to continue on to create recyclable material products that can ensure a brighter future for us all. Now we are talking about revamping sustainable living. Zero waste is a lifestyle geared towards producing the least amount of waste as possible. These guidelines to living zero waste are: refuse what you don't need, reduce what you have, and reuse what you can, and recycle and compost what you can. And composting is a way to get rid of organic garbage, such as apple peels, banana peels, ends of carrots, things like that you can use to create a compost bin that you fill with dirt and have a low ecosystem, and you can grow your own produce. So just simply say no thank you to single-use plastic. My conclusion, I have talked about how businesses need to develop new ways they design, produce, and distribute goods and services in order to ensure a brighter future for our weakening planet. It is important for these companies to care about such things for us to improve corporate credibility, reputation, and building customer relationships as our Earth becomes a product of these messes that they've made, and provide us with a world that we can still consider to be livable in. And there you go. Save the planet. Thank you.